Mic check at the safe zone. Wisdom in arcade tones. You spit the truth stone stacked on their backbone. Justice at the forefront, change in the rear view. Podcast vibes, live raw, it's what they pursue. Safe talk, voices spark, lighten up the dark. Break the chains, let the pain be the counterpart. Stories that we mix like a DJ's dish. Hopes on high frex, dreams in every pitch. Resource and a throne, mind sharper than stones. Cut through the noise, these seeds steadily grown. Born in shadows, but we talking for days. Injustice met its end, watch it crumble away. Hearts heavy, but the mic stays steady. Fighting through the static, ain't nobody ready. Safe zone crew, young revolutionaries. Spitting futures vivid, blowing out canaries. Talk, voices spark, lighten up the dark. Break the chains, let the pain be the counterpart. Stories that we mix like a DJ's dish. Hopes on high frex, dreams in every pitch. Echoes in the halls where the truth bounces off. Hard topics low key, but the impact strong. System hiccups can't block the signal clear. Youth claiming airtime, no more hiding fears.
Welcome back to SafeTalk. Today we're getting real about self-sabotage, emotional triggers, and learning to trust ourselves and others again. For many young adults, the hardest battles are the ones happening inside. Let's talk about how to embrace ourselves instead of breaking ourselves, and how to move through a world that isn't always genuine. Today we got a group of young people from SafeZone. I want to introduce ourselves, let us know where you're from, and then today let's name our favorite pizza.
Hey y'all, it's Aj. And I'm from Southside Minneapolis. And my favorite kind of pizza is really sausage, even though I don't eat sausage no more.
So you're a vegetarian that's favorite pizza is sausage pizza?
It sounds crazy.
The struggle.
Crazy.
Hello, my name's Lamont. I'm from Madison, and I'm actually with Niaji on this. Straight sausage is my favorite pizza. It has been my whole life.
I'm Shonda. I'm from Harvey, Illinois. My favorite pizza is Hawaiian.
Okay. What's Hawaiian? Isn't that the Canadian bacon and the pineapple?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, that's
it
right.
is.
I do like pineapple goes on pizza for the record, guys.
It does not.
And it's good.
It does not.
Yes.
Hi guys, I'm Shantae. I'm from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Favorite pizza is cheese pizza.
Classic.
Hey, I'm Mani. From St. Louis. My favorite pizza is pepperoni and pineapples.
Mm-hmm. See, pineapples go on pizza.
Wait. Right now. Who works at a pizza joint right now?
You're outnumbered.
No, doesn't.
You're outnumbered.
You're out professioned. You're out professioned.
If I could call Pizza Hut and order me a pizza with some pineapple on it, guess what?
You have a company call it.
It belongs.
You have a company call it. What's stopping you?
Okay, so we're talking today about self-sabotage, and a lot of that goes with trust and who you bring in your circle. What does self-sabotage look like? Who wants to get into just basically identifying what self-sabotage is?
Not second guessing yourself, going with your gut.
Okay. So with second guessing yourself, what would be some of the things you're second guessing?
Your appearance, how other people judge you, doing I don't really know.
Well, I mean that's interesting because I feel like a lot of self-sabotage happens when we're not aware of it.
Oh, I can't do this, or just second
It's like talking down on yourself.
Yeah,
basically.
talking down on yourself, but it's become so natural that you believe
used to it.
Yeah, you're
Right.
used to it. You believe it.
I feel like a lot of self-sabotage, is not believing you're worthy of the opportunities life can give you.
Mhm.
It doesn't exactly matter what you did to get where you are. You got a chance to do it. It is your prerogative and your choice to attempt to do it. But whether or not you believe you're able to accomplish something is really big. Because say the recent job I get paid $24 an hour base because our base pay is 22. We get 24 after 3. So I said, if I'm good, I mainly work during the night anyway. So just pay me 24 anyway. And then they did because I'm not in a union, so it's a private contract.
So you put that out there for yourself, like I know what I deserve.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just go ahead and ask for it. What's the worst that can
And
happen?
they're all like, wait, well, how do you get paid that? Should have thought of that. Though my tax is now $20 a check.
What was the moment of the day, or the like? Do you remember what made you be like, I need more for myself. Let me go ahead and just go for this job instead of settling for all these odd jobs and little pieces of work here and there. What was it that made you finally feel like you were worthy of the position that you have now?
I don't remember applying to that job. I got an email saying there's an orientation. Come to it. Didn't even know there's a casino. I just showed up.
Well, that's a good opportunity. And like you got out of your own way to get that. Let's talk about, self-sabotage looks a few different ways. Of course, the self-talk, the self-doubt, we've
It's
covered.
even in relationships.
What are some other ways that you can sabotage yourself and get in your own way?
Another way by sabotaging yourself is not giving yourself no type of hope, optimism. If you're somewhere, and you want to do, and you think about doing something, and you just stop yourself already, you never give yourself a chance.
Just do it.
You never give yourself a chance to even try at least.
Who's all heard the term, you miss every shot you don't take?
Yeah.
So that's basically what you're saying is opportunity in front of you.
You
Go
can literally
for it.
miss it sometimes just by self-sabotage. Legit, like you can literally miss out on your own blessing just based off how you talk to yourself and how used to it you are when it comes down to trying to get good things.
And I'm glad you said used to it, because one of the things we were talking about is how self-sabotage can come without you even realizing you're doing it, because you're so set in having these negative ideologies about yourself. What are some of the things you're saying to yourself, though, when you're doing this self-sabotage? Like, I know, for example, I know I'm not going to get that, so I'm not even going to waste my time trying. What are some other things that you're saying to yourself that you're doing to self-sabotage your idea? Like, what are you saying to yourself? What are some negative things that you say to yourself on a daily that you might think is, just who you are or how you're supposed to think? What are some of the things you say?
Honestly, I can't give that because I forgot. I stopped it. I stopped doing that to myself.
Yo, and that's real. Like, if you don't do it no more, it's not there in your mind. Some of the things, when it comes to comparing myself to where a lot of people my age are in life, I always be like, I'm not going to be able to get that. I'm not going to be able to do that. They had way more time to do that. Limiting myself to where I'm at instead of trying to put that optimism in my mind about achieving more. So that's what comes to mind to me when I think of self-sabotage, is the thoughts of I can't. Everybody's triggers are different. Emotionally, we're triggered by different things. Where are some of these triggers that make you think that you're not worthy or you're not worth it? What are some of the triggers that can get in your way when it comes to self-sabotage?
It's also what we've seen too. Like, I know this kind of plays a part with our last episode, but what we watch, what we see, even in our parents when we're growing up, we take those into a matter to where we're not even thinking about, oh, this might just be from my mom. No, the whole time we've seen our parents going through this, and so now we've gone through it, but it's up to us to change it and also redirect that energy into something else, but also self-realization too, though.
It can go both ways. So I do want to get into how we can cope. Let's talk about how to cope, some coping skills, like tools that help you calm your mind, ways you can manage stress, and things that you can do to get your mind out of this mode of self-sabotage.
Coping. I would love to add on to that. I'm not gonna be cliche because writing is a great way, but honestly, having somebody around to help you realize your triggers, even if you don't realize it yourself, like have somebody help you in a way to find out your triggers and those certain things that make you go into that mindset to where see them, realize them, fix them. It's a practice. Just how talking to ourselves negative is a practice. Like, it literally goes the same way. But another coping skill I would say is listen to more uplifting music. One thing I learned about with music in general is that they have music that's supposed to bring us down, that's supposed to think negative, that's supposed to help us think negatively, and we're not supposed to be thinking like that. Like, one thing I learned is listening to music that has 440 beats, that is controlling music. But if you listen to, music that's more uplifting, and it doesn't have to just be a upbeat song, but it could be words of affirmations. Like a great example, NDRE. She has upbeat music that's nothing but affirmations in her songs. Mm-hmm. And that's a great lady to listen to. I recommend all y'all to listen to her.
NDRE
goes, she's fire. Another coping mechanism for me is redirecting my energy into something else. Like, if I feel like I get triggered or something, or if I feel like I am triggered, I'm either going to go outside before I do too much, or I'm going to sing or something. I bring my speaker with me everywhere I go. Redirecting my energy goes a long way. Also talking to God too. So
I remember one of the first things you said was, find someone that you can talk to, basically a support system.
Yeah, that can help you figure out those triggers.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are really trying to let that go or stop self-sabotaging yourself, find somebody to help you realize those triggers so you can either write them down, either figure it out, write it down. But while you're figuring it out, it helps because that person is literally can either hold your hand through it, or they could give you tips and tricks on how to go through it.
Let's talk a little bit more about the support system and the people you keep around you, because it's beautiful when you have the type of support system that can help you recognize your triggers, help you cope with stress when you're dealing with a lot of these things in the world. But the truth is, the unfortunate truth is a lot of people don't have that support.
Real.
And a lot of people, although they have a team around them, that team might not be supporting them in the right things.
No, facts.
So I kind of want to get into talking about genuine and ingenuine people in your life.
Discernment.
The ones that are motivating you and the ones that are bringing you down. And I know at you guys' age and where you're at, circles of friends can change like that. You know what I mean? I have friends that are 20 years, 25 years in my life. And, I have friends that I've met within the past couple of years that I consider really close. And, I'm fortunate to have that support system where if I need to turn to somebody, they're there. But let's just say that that's not the case. The only people we have to turn to are the ones that we're getting high with, or the ones that we're in the streets with.
Yeah.
How do you spot those ingenuine people? Let's explain, what does that look like?
If you need to check in on them every week to make sure you do, say you make a plan on Sunday, that you're going to have them done by the next Sunday. By Wednesday, I'm not thinking about you, because I know you're going to have it done Sunday. If you can't do that with someone, they're not a friend.
Are our friends only there for that, though?
No.
When you get to a certain place, you start to recognize that you can have friends that you love, that you don't necessarily have to,
talk to every day.
Can we get into that?
Do things with every day.
Facts.
Yeah, you recognize that's my friend when I want to,
right.
do that. But
you got friends for certain
facts.
So you start to recognize, and you're able to see where your support is coming from, but also you can still have people in your life that you care about, and you know that their intentions might not always be the best for you.
That's why we gotta love from a distance. One thing that Mani has said earlier, or when we were talking about the club earlier, I'm glad that we was talking about that, because that plays a great part into who you keeping around. One thing I would say, I have generals, and then I have friends, or I have acquaintances.
Explain.
You feel me? My generals is the people that doesn't see me at my lowest, my most vulnerable times. Doesn't see me at my highs, my lows, all, they're there in general, but they're your generals, and you know that they got you for a fact. My friends are the ones that I just met recently, or my friends are my friends. At the end of the day, friend has end in it regardless. But one thing that you said, Tech, that I love.
Friends have end in it.
It does. One thing that Tech said that I love that you said too it's basically we outgrow people. You know what I'm saying? But also, it's hard to differentiate when we need to outgrow them.
Yeah.
When it comes down to the people who we just keep around for the certain little things, that should be hard. But at the same time, we have to realize where that energy is coming from, and we also have to realize where our energy is too. Because if you're trying to do better for yourself, and you got people who is, you know, oh, I want to go to the club, I want to go drink, I want to go do this, let's go do that. Yeah, we can go do that, but
I'm not paying.
But at the end of the day, no, for real though, like if you want me to come somewhere, don't have me paying for
I'm
everything.
paying for myself.
At the end of the day, like I'm gonna be living
50-50.
on my own time, legit. Like that's why there's a difference between generals and friends, and because sometimes your friends are the ones who, hey Niaj, you trying to go smoke, and what we finna do after that? What is that finna benefit me for?
Just to be high.
Legit, I'm just gonna be high. Like if I'm sad and somebody's offering me to let's go smoke, what is that going to do to me? If I'm getting high, after that, I'm gonna be the same still sad person I just was before I got high. Yeah. Make that make sense.
It's another thing too, like having friends too. I just had to learn this. I just had to cut somebody off. But like when they steady showing you red flags, when y'all steady getting into it, don't keep going back.
Because you see those red flags.
But I kept being a friend and I kept going back. And then finally I had to block them and just stop talking to them.
Child, I had to realize...
Sorry. I just wanted to follow up on that. What was the moment that made you realize there were too many red flags?
When you stay arguing with somebody, you just got to cut it off. When y'all stay blocking each other, getting into it, blocking each other on social media, leave them
just
alone.
Just don't block them again.
Yes.
Facts, leave them alone.
I was a nice person, so I'm like, let me just give him a chance. Let me just
keep... Benefit of the doubt?
No.
Facts.
I had to move away. And now I'm doing way better by myself.
Once that door closed, another door gonna open right back up.
Amen.
Come on now.
Here's another question I have for that situation, though. Do we end these relationships in a negative, toxic way, or is there a way to do it?
Just end it regular, y'all.
How do you go about telling somebody that there's too many red flags, or that you got to give them their distance? What's the easy? How do you do that?
Just when they see you, when they say hi, just say hi and keep it pushing. Don't hang out with them. Don't try to.
You
want to go do this.
Shantae, you don't call me no more, girl. I want to go outside. What's up?
I've been busy with my family. I don't have time for people.
You don't mess with me no more.
I mean, I can love you from a distance, but I can't hang out with you like that. I'm trying to better myself and become a better person. What about you, Damani?
How I do that? I keep it real. If you're being weird, being fake, and I can feel like
I'm gonna tell you,
I can feel energy. That's that person I am.
Do they always?
And I'm explaining it to you.
Do they always take that well when you like imagine? If I imagine, I have no idea that I've been this weird, toxic person because you've seen my red flags and you've ignored them all the way up until now. How would you tell me that I'm being too weird without me taking offense to that and wanting to take it to and wanting to be more toxic after that?
It's kind of like having a conversation. I mean, everybody's grown. Everybody know how to be a friend. If you're not my friend, you can't. Because me personally, I catch shit right then and there. So because I feel energy. So me personally, I would hang out with the friend that I have and then hang out with the group. Like as a group, and the energy is not the same, or energy act weird, like people make faces.
Cause low key, you could tell, like how so y'all know how y'all in a room, like how y'all got a group of friends, right?
Yeah.
Y'all know how y'all hang around them, and then you step out and you step back in, you can feel the energy, like the talking about shift. You. Yeah, it changed.
That's real.
So and the facial expression. I pay attention to facial expression and body language and everything.
That's real.
So you act weird.
You gotta really pay attention to that kind of stuff.
That's why discernment. That's why I said discernment though. Because discernment plays a big part into really looking at who you got in front of your face, but also who you got around your space too. Like discernment plays a huge part in that. Like, but the thing is also one thing I've learned, sometimes people be blocking their energy. Like, I know we could definitely feel energy. But there's people who might just be demons.
Who fake it to make it too, to be your friend.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's why I'm saying there's demons. Like,
and I feel like that's important to talk about because the way we present ourselves, you should present yourself with certain expectations. People should know if they're becoming friends and close to you, they should know these things about you. things that'll set you off, things that are okay and not okay around you.
Yeah.
Like, I know friends that when they come around me, it's not like they got to change or be different, but they know there's certain things in my life that I don't do no more that they may still be doing. And that's an expectation I set for myself that people will gravitate towards because they're like, that's how he is. I think that's important to touch is the way you are within a circle of friends or with a friend individually, the way you present yourself and the expectations that you have from that person should be apparent. It shouldn't be fake. You shouldn't just be going with the flow with anything. You should set those boundaries right away. And then when you set those boundaries, you'll see who respects those boundaries and who doesn't. Bro. And that's an easy way to, distance yourself from the people that you don't need in your support system.
Just want to really add discernment. Work on getting your discernment better and just trusting yourself and trusting your gut legit. So when you do come across people, like, and it could be strangers and it could be people strangers, anybody in the street. And when you're working on discernment, you could literally walk up to a stranger and be like, yeah, nope, this is cool. Also, I wanted to add trusting that when it comes down to people in our circle, discernment plays a big part in that too, because once you actually are working your third eye, you could literally see who's your people and who's not. And also, them red flags won't be red flags because you already took the red flag out. And also understanding our triggers and how to respond instead of act is definitely harder than said. But when it comes down to it, and when we're in the middle of that, we gotta catch ourselves sometimes.
And it's not going to be overnight. You're not going to just be perfect at that overnight. Facts. And there might be a couple more hard lessons you got to learn in friendships, and when it comes to dealing with yourself. There's still going to be those moments where we doubt ourselves. There's still going to be those moments where we don't think we're good enough. And that's just a natural human response to things. There's levels of getting better at that till you actually get to a point where you're comfortable with your boundaries, the people around you, and the way you think about yourself. And that's all there really is to it, is just to work on yourself.
Patience.
I mean, your journey is your journey, It's powerful. Learning to cope, grow, and trust again takes time, but every step is worth it. Remember, don't break yourself to keep others comfortable. You deserve peace, you deserve real support, and you deserve to thrive. So everybody, thanks for tuning in. If you're listening, keep showing up for yourself, and just do the work one day at a time. You guys did a great job today. This was a really good discussion. Give yourselves a round of applause, y'all.
Yeah, y'all. I'm so proud of y'all.